Nice. Zappy zappy. Hello everyone, welcome to Peace Walker Metal Gear Solid. Seeing as how I had beaten Metal Gear Solid 3, I figured I'd continue down the road. And of course that makes this one the next one. Because this is the next one chronologically. That is my logic going forward. Makes sense, right? It's actually a very good coincidence that Metal Gear Solid 3 happened to take place first. So that's nice, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, select the shift. It's interesting. Oops. Not quite. Oh, I see. Nope. Well, I need to figure this out. It's a little awkward. It's a little more awkward than it looks because I'm actually using very much modified controls that make sense when you're playing the actual game, but not so much when you're navigating a menu. I think you can understand. Because basically I'm using the right analog stick for the face buttons for the analog stick? Or should I say the D-pad? So I'm using the face buttons to move this, and I'm just flicking the right analog stick down in order to make selections, and it's just a mess. But once I get into the actual game proper, it'll be fine. Yes, V-Gaming Junkie, that is my name. I'm glad it gives me such leniency. Control the camera with your right hand. Okay, that's fair enough. Yes, I do believe that this is what I have it configured for, so go for it. Ah, yes. Let's confirm. Everything's fine. Like I said, once I get into the actual game, it should be a lot better. Yes, I want to overwrite. I only did that to test it. I'm actually looking forward to this because this is going to be his first mission chronologically as Big Boss. Should be interesting. The year was 1964. The world was firmly in the grip of the Cold War, divided into East and West. One of America's heroes had defected to the Soviet Union. Or so history tells us. But we know better. She was known as the Boss, the mother of the Special Forces, and the soldier said to have led the Allies to victory in World War II. However, the American-made miniature nuclear warhead she took with her was used to destroy a Soviet research facility. Facing full-scale nuclear war, the leaders of the world's superpowers held top-secret talks to avert Armageddon. The Soviet Union wanted assurance that this was not the work of Uncle Sam. They wanted America to eliminate one of its most legendary soldiers, the Boss. The person assigned this mission was her closest apprentice, the soldier known as Snake. Snake made the anguished journey into enemy territory, eventually confronting and killing the Boss at a fortress called Ghaznigad, proving America's innocence and avoiding nuclear holocaust. Having saved the world, Snake was hailed a true hero and given the title Big Boss. However, following the award ceremony, Snake disappeared. Obviously, this is being told from the perspective of the people who want to keep hush-hush about what really happened. If you've seen or any Metal Gear Solid 3, you know the truth, probably. Soldiers Without Borders. November 4th, 1974. Colombia. They're really laying into each other, aren't they? Huh. He even has a similar scar that she did. I wonder if that was done deliberately. David Hayter, of course, as the big boss himself, aka Naked Snake.
Hey, boss! Wanna go around?
Sure, why not? How do you do fighting? Ah, right, that's how you do it. Here you go.
Look alive, ladies! The boss is gonna join us!
Already did.
Show him how it's done, boss!
Don't mind if I
Your
already
first
am.
priority in enemy territory is knowing your surroundings. Your life depends on where you are looking and how fast you can identify your target. Therefore, you must first master moving your line of sight. To move your
Indeed.
line of sight, use the camera buttons. Now, when I give you an order, look in that direction.
Right
Look
analog
up.
stick.
Good! Look down! Good! You should be familiar with the up and down camera buttons now. Press
Yes.
the action button if you're ready to move on.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Next, we'll check your left and right. Look right. Good. Look left. Good.
Ah, it's
You
inverted.
should be familiar with the left and right camera buttons now. Press the action button if you're ready to move on.
I guess
Okay.
so.
You can change the controls anytime in options. Go with the method that works best for you.
I should probably invert
Next,
that.
I'll explain how to change stances. If you just stand there like an idiot in front of an enemy, you might as well kill yourself now!
Wow.
At times, you will need to get low to avoid detection. You have 3 stances. Stand, crouch, and lying down. To change stances, use the crouch button. Tap the crouch button to change between standing and crouching. You can move in either stance. Hold the crouch button and keep it held to lie down. However, you cannot move while you are lying down. I'll say that again. You cannot move while lying down. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. There you go.
Good. Next, we'll work on your movement. Use the analog stick to move around. Tilt it a little to walk slowly. Tilt it further to run. Decide
Luckily-
which to use based on your situation.
Luckily,
Remember that your footsteps are louder when running, making you easier to discover. Be careful.
Luckily, this actually is sensitive enough for that. I can actually move softly.
Good. Now we have rolling. Rolling is useful for knocking down enemies in your way and for getting away when surrounded. You can also use it to jump over small ditches and other obstacles. To roll, tap the attack button while running. You got that? Tap the attack button while running! Don't forget it!
Don't you dare forget it! Oops.
Boss, roll by tapping the attack button while running with the analog stick.
There we go. It seems a little finicky. Probably one of the finicky things about this. Darn it.
That's it! Next, I will
He
explain
keeps-
how to attack without gunfire.
You know what?
may
I think
run
I've
into an
done enough
enemy
of this.
Unexpectedly. You may not have a weapon
It's
on
not
you,
like I haven't
or you may
played
be out of ammo.
Metal Gear Solid 3 already. Let's just skip along with this, alright? We've done enough. More than enough.
What's going on, Kaz?
We've got guests.
Time to move.
Don't worry, it's not our friends from Langley. I brought him. Made sure we won't fall.
Thank you, Big Boss.
Call me Snake.
Sorry, Vic Boss.
Listen up. For us, there is no victory.
But in Revolution, doesn't one triumph or die?
We don't do either.
I see. Nice comic book style.
Thank you. I feel like a new man. There's no coffee like Costa Rican coffee. So, what brings a distinguished scholar from the Costa Rican government to Colombia?
Professor Galvez comes from Costa Rica's University for Peace.
You see, over the past year, there have been sightings of an armed group in Costa Rica. They're not ours, of course.
Costa Rica doesn't have an army.
Correct. Article 12 of our Constitution states that the Army as a permanent institution is abolished.
The Peace Constitution.
You think it's rebels who fled Nicaragua? No, they don't appear to be guerrillas. They're far too organized. What's your government's take? The authorities in San Jose claim it's a multinational security firm, hired by the Development Corporation of Costa Rica. Lies, obviously. They're bringing in state-of-the-art weaponry and equipment by the shipload. Where'd they get that kind of cash? I fear La CIA may be involved.
The CIA.
As you both know, the United States views Central America as its backyard. Even after Cuba, we've managed to maintain a delicate balance with the US. And your government can't just give them the boot?
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Japan's constitution has something similar. Article 9. It says Japan renounces war and can't maintain an army.
I understand that you and your men have neither state nor ideology. That you will fight any foe. Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. We come to you, the Militaires Sans Frontières.
So, you want to hire us?
Yes, as our deterrent. We can't afford to pay much, it's true. But we can offer you this. A forward operating base. An offshore plant in the Caribbean.
Sounds pretty good to me. This place is becoming a mess anyway. Snake, we need someplace we can settle down.
The governments agreed to cooperate. Unofficially, of course.
A chopper for transport would be nice too.
I'll see what I can do. Hold it. You seem to think we're just a pack of dogs of war. Is that right? Yes, that's what I've heard. You're an army without a state. No, we've only left our countries behind. Please, you must help us. If your suspicions are true, force isn't gonna do any good. You'll have to find a political solution. The government's hands are tied. Go back to your bosses in San Jose. Tell them if they want, I'll introduce them to a negotiator I know. No. I'm not here on their behalf. So, what are you doing here? For over 20 years, I've preached the virtues of peace at multiple universities. Tonight, I stand before you as an educator. This is my student. She came to me to study peace. Her name is Paz. Paz Ortega. Paz. Peace?
No kidding. That's my name too. Kazuhira. It's Japanese for peace. Pleased to meet you, Paz. Call me Kaz.
They've got a supply port north of Puerto Limon, a town in La Costa del Mar Caribe. A few days ago, Paz stumbled upon that facility while searching for a lost friend. She was captured. She's only a child, 16 years old. They did terrible things to her, but somehow she managed to escape. Oh, Wefana. Her mother died when she was small, and she lost her grandparents in the Civil War. She hates war with a passion like no other.
My name is
Why exactly is
Cass,
that an option?
and I will do anything to protect my namesake.
Oh, you can talk.
It is my one and only purpose. Please, get them out of my country. Make them leave Costa Rica.
Sorry, kid. We know who you are, Big Boss. That is why we've come to you.
They know. More than you think. Prologue. An army without borders. Whoosh. I take it that this is the beginning of the stage. November 10th, 1974, Caribbean coast.
Miller here. Do you copy, Snake? I see you've landed. That makes one giant leap for us. I'm sending this from the offshore plant, our mother base. The signal is unidirectional. I'll be giving you commands and advice through this channel. Keep your
You do that.
headphones on at all times and pay attention. Also,
Okay.
make sure no one else can listen in.
Ah, here we go. That's why. I was wondering what was
Snake,
up with
are
that.
you clear on the
Much
controls?
better.
Take
Yes.
a minute to refresh your memory. Use the analog stick to move. Use the circle, X, triangle, and square buttons to change
How come this
view.
isn't working though? I'm running and it just wants to make him
Use the
attack.
start button to open the menu.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Shooter type. Aim assist enabled. Auto aim off. Active only while action. Camera direction. There's got to be something here, though. Yeah, forget it. Analog stick sensitivity. Auto aim switch. What the? Oh, okay. Fair enough. World? It's glitching out pretty badly. Let's try this.
There's no one around. Why not try some shooting practice? Select a target and squeeze off
Oh,
for
I
another
see.
two.
If anything, I need to make it less sensitive.
Press the square and circle buttons while
There we
holding
go.
the right button to switch weapons. Ready your weapon with the L button. Then press the R button to fire.
What the? Oh, great. Now when I'm shooting, it's inverted. Oops. This is getting complicated.
How about a little shooting practice? Try hitting
There you
a
go.
coconut.
Got it.
Select equipment by pressing the square or circle buttons while holding the left button. To check your map, press the start button to open the menu.
Ah, right. No problem.
The M16 is a standard assault rifle, capable of rapid fire.
Indeed. I also get a stun rod.
To use the stun rod, first unequip any other weapons, then ready it with the L button, and strike with the R button.
Nice. Zappy zappy. Good thing it can just regenerate itself. This doesn't look bad for PSP. But then again, apparently the game was locked to 20 frames per second initially. That might explain a few things. This really did push the system to its limit, huh? Although it doesn't hold up nearly as well in 1080p. That's fine. It's not like you can expect a world here.
Perfect target. Looks like you won't be the first to put some holes in it. Some peaceful paradise. That means you're not alone out there. The enemy could be near.
Probably.
Why not sharpen your skills here a bit before you bump into one of them? Press the select button to turn on auto aim. Press select again
Okay.
to turn it off. With auto aim, you'll lock onto enemies automatically. Only problem is, you can't target specific body parts. Auto aim effectiveness will vary from weapon to weapon.
Oh well. How do you reload? There's gotta be a way to reload. Aside from just switching weapons. Maybe there's a dedicated button. Okay, triangle. Well, D-pad up technically, but you know.
The facility you're headed for is past that fence. A grenade should be able to take out that gate. Grenades explode, you throw them, Snake? Use the L button to ready throwing weapons. Once you've ready
Whatever,
the
man.
weapon, throw with the R button. When using throwing weapons, put the attack button down longer to throw farther. You won't throw the weapon until you let go of the button.
And try not to heat it too much, right? You don't want a hot grenade going off in your hand. That would suck.
I gotta thank you for agreeing to this, Snake. Man, am I glad to be out of here. Finally, we can leave all that crap in San Geronimo behind. Break into the mercenary business for real.
It's weird looking at his face.
Let me guess. You're doing it for her, aren't you?
It looks so much better than his clothes. It's kind of weird. The boss, right? Are we gonna have flashbacks to her? Or are we talking about Paz?
Are they still here?
Come on, Snake. This could be good for us. They're willing to give us an offshore plant, a place we can finally put down some roots. This is our chance to expand MSF.
We don't need a place to stay, Kaz. We're nomads. We always will be.
What? You'd rather keep wandering from conflict to conflict? Tools in the hands of whoever's fighting at the time?
The second we settle down, who's to say we won't become the warmongers?
Listen to me, Snake. We're not mercenaries. We're not a foreign legion. MSF's a business. A new kind of business. Look, it's not like we're trying to start a war here. All we need to do is find out who this security company really is.
Come on, Kaz. It's pretty obvious that they're backed by the CIA.
Wait a sec. That would mean...
Our friend, the professor, is likely KGB.
I see.
We'd be making an enemy of our homeland.
And there'd be no turning back.
This damn thing won't light.
Huh?
Put on some coffee, Kaz. It's time for a little chat with the professor.
I was a heavy smoker. When I got my medal from the Secretary General, he gave me this prosthetic hand as well. But smoking was ruining my lungs, so I quit. I've not had much use for it since. It's quite an honor to meet the legendary Big Boss.
That's just a code name the CIA made up.
Then perhaps I should call you John.
I don't have a name. Stop using that code name you liked so much 10 years ago. What about you, comrade? What do they call you back at Center?
Well then, allow me to get straight to the point. Land as slim as a whip, hot as torture.
That's the Chilean poet, Neruda.
Central America is the navel of the American continents, bridging north and south. We want this land. We'll build a socialist stronghold, then use it to split the Americas in two.
America would lose its backyard.
And with it, its economic production, shipping lanes, and strategic value. We, on the other hand, would gain a base from which all of Latin America would be well within our reach. He who controls Central America will win this Cold War. First comes Nicaragua, toppling the pro-American Somoza regime. In preparation, we've begun instigating anti-Somoza sentiment and providing aid to the Sandinista National Liberation Front.
You're manipulating Sandinista into overthrowing Somoza for you.
After the revolution, Nicaragua will become a socialist state.
You think America's just gonna let that happen?
Certainly not. After all, the CIA is already here.
And that's the armed group inside Costa Rica.
Precisely. It's clear that they've been sent in to disrupt our efforts across the border in Nicaragua. Simply put, the army now stationed in Costa Rica is CIA capital. But it's more complex than that. The CIA's got something else planned as well.
What?
That is the million-dollar question. Big Boss, we want you and your unit to find the answer. Infiltrate and investigate the facility in La Costa where Paz was imprisoned. Learn all you can of their operations. Then, drive them out of the country.
You're asking us to settle a turf war between the KGB and the CIA?
What about her? That was all just an act?
You mean her words about peace? She was captured, that much is true. But I've kept my KGB affiliation from her.
And you thought we'd fall for a sob story?
No. I had good reason to bring her along. She managed to escape with her life, but her friend was not so lucky. Why were they attacked? I believe this will help explain. Perhaps they saw something they weren't supposed to. Perhaps they heard something they shouldn't have.
A cassette tape?
Paz took this during her escape. She says her friend happened to record it by accident.
What is that?
A portable stereo cassette player. The first of its kind.
Ah, I heard they were working on something like that in Japan. Didn't know you guys were too.
I believe what you're about to hear will help you understand.
What is that? A Quetzal?
The phoenix bird.
Paz's friend was researching birds. She went out into the jungle to record bird calls and stumbled upon this.
So? So what?
Now it gets interesting.
Poisonous. I need to get rid of it. I chase it back to its nest. You can't. The snake's too vicious. It's all... Many people. I chase it away. It will bite you unless you kill it. Go home.
Boss. Voice print analysis confirms that this voice is indeed that of the legendary hero and criminal, the Boss.
What?
The other hasn't been identified. Female in her 30s with a British accent. The song playing in the background was a hit in 1973.
What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your mentor? Your mission or your beliefs?
I am loyal to
Boss
myself.
is alive in Costa Rica.
As I understand it, she was your commander, fought by your side. And that you killed her under orders from the CIA, thus surpassing her to become the hero known as Big Boss.
Well, she can't be alive now.
Well, what'll it be? Will you take the job?
Snake, it's gotta be a trap.
So you still can't turn your back on your country? Then I suppose you won't need this.
Wait!
Snake?
I'll do it for the girl. For Paz.
Okay. For peace, then.
Now this gets interesting. One way or the other, the boss was involved. But what does that mean? Not gonna lie, I'm actually getting pretty damn invested in this. Real shame I've run out of time. November 10th, 1974. Caribbean coast of Costa Rica.
There they are. CIA mercs. Snake, you've got to get past them undetected. Avoid combat whenever possible.
Wonderful. Anyway.
This is a sneaking mission. Hide behind stuff. Take the long way around. Whatever it takes to stay out of sight. Your gun is a last resort. It could just as easily kill you as save you.
Indeed.
The indicator in the upper right
Anyway.
serves as a compass and shows sound sources. Pay attention to your surroundings.
That's gonna have to be it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like the syrup thick plot.
Keep your life gauge on the left of the screen. To the right of that, you'll see your sight gauge. Exhausting it will inhibit your actions. Your life gauge will recover with time. The sight gauge too. You'll recover faster crouching than standing up. Lying flat works even better.
Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.
Camo index. The lower the number, the more easily you'll be spotted. Conspicuous movements and loud noises will compromise your camo index.